Has the person who loves you the most also hurt you the deepest? Not a stranger, not an enemy, someone who said, "I love you," someone who promised to stay, and yet the wound they left is the one that never fully heals. You didn't expect it. You couldn't prepare for it because you trusted them completely. Here's the truth nobody wants to say out loud. The people who love you the most have the most power to destroy you, and today you're going to understand exactly why Friedrich Nietzsche, the philosopher who looked at human nature without flinching, said something that most people are not ready to hear. He said love is not just warmth. Love is also weight, and the heavier the love, the more damage it can do. This is not about blaming the people who love you. This is about understanding a hidden truth that changes everything. In this video, you will learn exactly why the closest people hurt you the most, and the deep psychological reason behind it. Stay until the end, because the last point will completely change how you see love forever. Point 1. They know exactly where you break. A stranger cannot hurt you deeply, they don't know enough. But the person who loves you, they have studied you. They know your fears, your insecurities, your past wounds. They learned all of this because they were close to you, because you trusted them enough to show them. And that information, in a moment of anger, pain, or frustration, becomes a weapon. Not always on purpose, but always with precision. The psychological reason is simple. Intimacy creates access. The more someone loves you, the deeper they go inside your world. And depth means damage when things go wrong. Nietzsche said, "The one who knows your soul holds your greatest vulnerability." You gave them the key. They didn't break in. Point 2, they feel safe enough to be cruel with strangers. People are careful, they are polite, they are controlled, they hold back. But with the people they love, they let go. They say things they would never say to anyone else. They raise their voice. They cross lines. They use words that cut deep, and the reason is terrifying in its honesty. They feel safe with you, safe enough to show their worst self, because deep down, they believe you won't leave. Nietzsche called this the cruelty of comfort. When love becomes the permission to be your ugliest self, being someone's safe place is beautiful, until you realize you are absorbing damage that was never meant for you. Point 3, their expectations of you are the highest. People who love you expect more from you than anyone else. More patience, more understanding, more sacrifice. And when you fail to meet those expectations, they are not just disappointed, they are devastated, because in their mind, if you truly loved them back, you would never fall short. This is where the hurt comes from. Not hate, not cruelty, expectation. The psychological reason is attachment. The closer someone is to you, the more their identity becomes connected to how you treat them. Your bad day becomes their personal rejection. Your silence becomes abandonment. Nietzsche warned, expectation is the quiet killer of every deep relationship. The higher the love, the harder the fall. Point 4, they take you for granted. This one is painful, but it is true. The people who love you most also assume you will always be there, so they stop trying as hard. They stop saying thank you. They stop noticing the small things you do, not because they stopped caring, but because your presence has become their normal. And humans, by nature, stop appreciating what feels permanent. The psychological reason is adaptation. Our minds stop reacting to things that don't change. You became constant, and constants become invisible. Nietzsche said, "We only truly value what we fear losing." The saddest truth in love is this: sometimes people only see you clearly after you're gone. Point 5, they try to change you. The people who love you the most are often the most uncomfortable with who you are becoming. When you grow, they feel left behind. When you change, they feel threatened, so they push back. They criticize your new path. They question your decisions. They remind you of who you used to be, and it hurts more coming from them because you wanted their support more than anyone else's. The psychological reason is fear of loss. When someone loves the version of you they know, your evolution feels like a goodbye. Nietzsche said, "The ones who love you for who you were will sometimes become the enemy of who you are becoming." Growth is lonely, but it is necessary. Never shrink to keep someone comfortable. Point 6, love makes them possessive. Real love and possession feel identical in the beginning. Both feel intense. Both feel consuming. Both feel like you matter. But one gives you freedom. The other slowly takes it away. The people who love you most can become the most controlling. They want to know where you are, who you are with, why you changed. Not because they are evil, because they are terrified of losing you. The psychological reason is insecurity disguised as love. Their fear of abandonment turns into control. Their need for closeness turns into suffocation. Nietzsche understood this deeply. Love without freedom is not love. It is ownership, and no one, no matter how much they love you, has the right to own you. Here is the real reason this happens, and it is not what you think. The people who love you hurt you, not because love is broken, but because love is the only place where humans stop pretending. With the world, they wear a mask. With you, they take it off, and underneath that mask is a human being, scared, imperfect, desperate to be loved back. Nietzsche said, "The greatest pain always comes from the greatest truth." The truth is, being loved deeply means being close enough to be wounded. That is not a curse. That is the cost of real connection. So how do you love people without losing yourself? Here are your 5 rules. Rule 1. Love people without losing your boundaries. Closeness does not mean unlimited access. Even the people you love most must respect your limits. Boundaries are not walls. They are doors you control. Rule 2. Never make one person your entire world. When one person holds everything, their words carry too much power. Build a life so full that no single person can destroy it. Rule 3. Communicate before you break. Most love wounds come from unexpressed pain. Say it early. Say it clearly. Silence turns small hurts into permanent damage. Rule 4. Accept imperfect love. No one who loves you will love you perfectly. Expecting perfection from love is the fastest way to destroy it. Rule 5. Know when love becomes damage. Love should challenge you, not break you. When the pain becomes constant, that is not love anymore. That is a lesson you need to leave. You are not weak for being hurt by someone who loved you. You are human. The deepest wounds always come from the deepest connections. That is not your fault. That is just the truth of being alive and open. But here is what you must carry forward. The pain they gave you does not define your worth. The love they showed you, even broken, was still real. And you, after everything, are still standing. Nietzsche said, "That which does not kill me makes me stronger." You are not broken. You are forged. If this video resonated with you, if you felt something watching this that you couldn't put into words before, share it with someone who needs to hear this today. And if you want more truth about human nature, psychology, and the courage to keep going, subscribe. A new truth drops every week. You deserve to understand your own pain.